Hey my fellow editors, Alex here from Alex Edits, and today we have a short, precise and seasonal tutorial of how you can create the bubble message pop-up effect just as you have seen on the introduction using FIlmora. Let's get started. Taking this very beautiful advantage of FIlmora's newest update, which is version 13.2.1, we are going to use these drawing tools right here to create a bubble element first. Alright my dear friends, so when you select this portion right here, you are going to find different shapes here, from the rectangle, arrow, triangle and the other one. Alright, so for this tutorial we are going to start with the triangle. Okay, so just after you have selected, you can move your mouse straight to the preview screen and then select to draw a triangle right here. Alright, so after you have done this, on the right side you see the properties of this shape that you have drawn right on the preview screen. You can transform it, which is the basic properties, and you can do the animation. Alright, so right here we need to scroll down to the fill and the border. Okay, so right now it depends with what you want, but for this example I'm just going to disable the border. Alright, so after that I'm just going to make the corners round and nice. The very second thing that you're going to do is to go back to the shapes again, and this time around you select the triangle. After you have done drawing your nice triangle, you still have to disable the border and then work with the rotation this way. Alright, so the very next step right here my dear friend is to take a snapshot of this. But before you do that, just make sure that your project is set to the maximum quality of that resolution. For example, in my case right here, I can set it straight to the 4K and then 60 FPS. Alright, so after that, drag down the screenshot right in the timeline. In other words, you now have got the element, which is the message bubble element. We just have to add some of the things just to make it nice and to make it final and complete as you have seen right on the introduction. Alright, so right here you go to the effects and then search for the border effect and then drag it down on top of this element that we've just created. Alright, so right now you just have to customize the colors of the border effect. Go to the effect and right, this is the border. You can change the colors from here to the one you like. Okay, so this is mine and I'm going to reduce the size as well. Alright, so right now this is the element that we are going to use for all of our messages. For a responding message, you just have to go onto the transform tab and then flip it around. Alright my dear friends, so right now the next thing right here is to add the text. And you can do that by adding a quick text. Alright, and just make sure that the text is above the element. And then you can write something you want in the text. For example, hey, I'm home. And after that you can change the font, the styles and so forth. Alright, so this is the thing that I have on the file now. Now let me show you one more trick of animating these two. Alright, so you first add the keyframes on both. 5 frames from the first frame, you add another keyframe and then you can change the position of the two. So if the message is popping up, you just have to drag them down and slightly on the left side. You can still add a dissolve transition right here so that when it comes up, it's not very visible as much as it is on the last keyframe. Or you can still play with the opacity on the titles. Then again, the last thing, you have to ease out the first keyframes and then ease in the last keyframes of both the title and the element. Now that you know how you can create and animate your bubble message effect, let us do something to make the whole thing interesting and even emotional. And that is what I call letting the music speak out the emotions, the atmosphere, the feelings around. By the way, right now FIlmora have got a timed promotional event which is influenced by the Valentine season. So if you would like to create any Valentine influence video, you got an access right now to use all the paid effects for free. If you would purchase one of these, you will get one for free, and that is called 2-for-1 deal. And for a very good example, if you would like this annual cross-platform right here, you will get the monthly assets for free. And for the rest, you check for yourself. The link is right in the description below. Now back to the last important thing before you have your final video. Go straight to audios and right here go to the AI music. To get the exact type of music you want, you can filter by mode, theme or genre. And right here on the mode, I can either choose sad or hopeful because I want something that have got a love theme. Alright, on the theme, I take the romance. And lastly on the genre, the lo-fi hip hop. Choose low and reduce the durability. 3 music count is fine for me so that I can choose. These are the tags, and it also shows you that you can actually use this audio for commercial use. And I can find all my downloads right here. And again, as you have seen on the introduction, here's the final thing.